Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Here's Rick Woolen bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Play action. It's Smith. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Seahawks at 10-3 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
Here's Walker. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This from 25 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Caught by Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking in zone for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes the 7th play now in this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
63.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. They will run straight ahead with Swift. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll set up to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Sticking with Walker on second down. There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and he's in for the score. And his
phenomenal.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Brown, the motion man right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6. They'll look to throw here. Jones has it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Great.
Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Penny will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this one will be a touchback. Woolen chooses not to return it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain to the fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Great.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lockett, the man in motion.
Hey, it's a clip.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
There we go, Sonoma. Check 59, check 59, cover.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 36-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. With that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But first down, Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Penny, the first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Woolen will return it from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Again, it's Charbonnet. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down, here's Charbonnet. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Myers' kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This will be caught by Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the putback. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. play fake. Here's Hurts. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here comes 2nd down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this one will be a touchback. Woolen chooses not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 37, Seahawks 23.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Here's 1st down.
And that's good.
Smith's going to throw it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Charbonnet, the ball carrier. He was brought down by James Bradbury.
One last throw here for Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, the final 3 weeks are going to tell this.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches.
Yeah, alright, I got him. T-Stead, look, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out.
Yeah, in London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that.